Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys my first recap, my first impressions on Shaman King 2021, which is on episode 1. Now, this episode right here, I thought it was pretty nice and slick, but at the same time, though, I felt like things kind of went too fast or rushed in this certain pace. Now, don't get me wrong, I mean, I can't judge it right away, but according to what I understand and research and looked into the internet data that I looked into, there's going to be 52 episodes to adapt the entirety of Shaman King manga. And if I remember correctly, when it comes to the Shaman King manga, that thing has over at least 288 chapters, like 32 volumes of the entire thing. I don't know how that's going to go out, but I really hope they don't mess this up. Because after watching this episode and thinking about it and looking at people's comments, and commentary and discussions, this kind of went by too quick, but we could save that for later, so if anything else, let's just get this started. We had to it that the episode opens up at the very beginning where there's going to be two babies born, and they're going to be twins, but apparently one of them is actually possessed by some kind of evil spirit, and this happened in 1985 Izumu, and we have to it that, this demon that, that possessed this first baby that came out is called Asakura Howl or something, or Asakura Howl or something, or that's the baby's name. But whatever the case may be, there was some red crimson spirit saying thank you for giving birth to me, but I'll expect the other half to wanted to become king, so you best to wait, And we get to know more a little bit down the road of what's to come, because this little baby will later on be called Yo, is gonna be some kind of hope or something. Now, call me crazy Milanakis for saying that. I'm just speaking my mind, Then there's a scene with a Manta or Yamada or something, or just Manta, because since it'll be much more easy to pronounce that little guy's name. He's very small, chibi size if anything. And we had to it that he meets Yo on the other hand, and they end up having a small talk with each other, Eventually, Manta ends up saying crazy things about him seeing ghosts, and he became part of that group, Kind of crazy Milanakis, right? But whatever the case may be, we get to know Yo ends up helping Manta out, taking care of some delinquent gang whatsoever after he got beaten up by him and beaten up by them, And I don't know what's the guy's name. All I know is he has some long afro. He has some strange afro-like hair that's freaking long, like a freaking. I don't know how to say it, but all I know is I don't remember his name. I think it's Ryu. Yeah, pretty much Ryu. It's some kind of looking like delinquent motorcycle gang guy. We have to it that Yo ends up having some guy named Amidamaru fused within him, and the fusion technique that he used on himself is called whatchamacallit, Getai or something? Getai Hyoi Getai or something. He ends up defeating the delinquent guy leader and ends up cutting off part of his hair, which I freaking find really hilarious about, and I see he's not very violent or something, We have to it that, we get to know down the road where Yo ends up telling, Manta, I want to gather a lot of allies to become Shaman King, etc. And it looks like to me he has a lot of allies with him, And we get to know Animadaru, that he used to be friends with some guy named, Mosuke or something. We see to it that these guys were actually been through with each other thick and thin, From the moment they were in poverty, they got into a certain part of being part of a lord, serving under a lord. But that lord ends up telling Animadaru to kill Mosuke because that guy creates a powerful sword that he must not see another one to be created again. Eventually, we had to that Mosuke and Amimadaru end up making a deal, knowing that they won't be able to see each other again. Mosuke wants to make a weapon for Amimadaru in order to surpass the sword that he's given to the Lord, etc. But unfortunately, Amimadaru ends up being led into a stinking trap, and he fought to the very end, but was killed, eventually Yo understands that and says like he actually worked with the Mosuke, you know? He ends up having to have Mosuke to fuse with him and go find a blacksmith in order to make the weapon for Amimadaru, you know, etc. And we have to it that like he gives the sword to Amimadaru. He gives the sword to Amimadaru. Amimadaru ends up taking the sword and says, "Oh, this is pretty interesting." And he ends up saying, "Where's Mosuke?" And Yo's like, "Well, he couldn't bring himself to face you, so he left the moment like he made the sword and he asked me to deliver it to you." Amimadaru, on the other hand, says, "Okay, as you wish." You know, Amidamaru says, "Okay, whatever. I guess I'll just see him another time then." You know, that kind of thing. And we have to it that the episode ends off with like some guy watching from afar. It says, "Hey, he has a nice guardian right there. Don't you think, Basan?" As he watches from afar with the guardian spirit that's actually beside him or behind him, you know? And the episode ends off there. So yeah, when it comes to this episode, I felt like something went way too quick and fast for some reason. All I know is we get the introduction of Yo and Manta, and then we get to know about like two twin babies born, and it looks like to me they are fated to clash against one another. Though whatever the situation is, I don't know. But there's one spirit or guardian that possessed possibly or watches over Yo's like brother, you know, etc. Which I think it has to be, you know. I mean, yeah. So I will tell you this: I do know a little bit of Shaman King many years ago. That's for certain. I mean, like I remember reading it in a certain magazine, and then like end up watching a little bit of the anime. Watch a little bit of the anime on TV for kids, I believe. But whatever the case may be, it is what it is. As for the voice actors, you know, Yo's voice actor. Well, I'm really shocked to say this, but this person voiced Rias from DxD, High School DxD, and she also voices Hoki from like Infinite Stratos, and then like a character from K-On! So yeah, pretty much this voice actor I know too well. I couldn't even recognize it because she knows how to change the tone of her voice or change the accent of it. I don't know. But one thing for sure is like she also voices Freya from Danmachi, you know, that kind of thing. Not to mention the journalist from Dr. Stone as well, which is really like crazy right there, you know. So yeah. So that's the voice actor Yo, the one who voices Hoki from Infinite Stratos and DxD for Rias, you know, High School DxD. And Amimadaru, that guy, I couldn't recognize. He sounded way too familiar and I couldn't recognize him at all, you know. But that guy actually voices like Diablo. I mean, the guy Joestar Jonathan, Jojo, and Diablo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I know, right? Crazy stuff here and there. Not to mention, like he voices one of the characters from Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer, you know? I go like, wow, dude. And that's the guy like Uzui Tengen or something? Yeah. Talk about crazy Milonakis, you know? Because his voice actor sounded way too familiar, but I wasn't able to tell until like I had to research it, you know? As for Manta, I guess I don't know her too well. She's the supporting character of 13 from Hero Academia, and I didn't know, like, she's the voice actor of Meowth in the Pokemon series, you know? I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, that's just freaking crazy Milonakis here and there, but whatever the case may be, it is what it is. So, yeah. So, pretty much this first episode right here, I thought it was really nice here and there, but after looking at discussions and now thinking about it, it felt like things kind of went by way too quickly. I don't know if it was supposed to, like, cram a lot of episodes right away in one episode or something, but I feel like, I hope they do this right because I don't want to have to be too disappointed because I heard and read some research that this Shaman King right here is supposed to be a reboot, like adapt the entirety of all the Shaman King or all the manga, you know? All freaking 32 volumes, like 288 chapters if I remember correctly, you know? Yeah, pretty much all 32 volumes and freaking all of like 288 chapters, you know? So, I don't know how this is going to go out, but I really hope they don't they don't disappoint, hopefully, it'll be great, So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!